before we go any further, I would like to point out many of the evil monsters, cold titans in this show look like many American celebrities. If you don't believe me, take a look.
Surrounded in the thick of it, nowhere to run away, not today. Outnumbered, that's the trick of it, no more to lose, and so here we go now.
I know, right? Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's cue title scene. Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan for those of us not willing to speak foreign talk, is probably the biggest anime of 2013. Based on a manga I have never read and probably will never check out. Why? Because I watch movies and TV. What's the point to reading anymore? But that's not important. Essentially, Attack on Titan's plot revolves around the past, but it doesn't really focus on one decade. Just assume it's like Game of Thrones, where it's borrowing from actual history but never directly referencing it. Essentially, the plot is 100 years prior to the story beginning. Giant monsters called Titans, which as you saw look like people, came and just started eating everyone and destroying shit for no reason other than they just wanted to. In fact, these things don't require food, water, they instantly heal. They're basically Wolverine meets supermodels. But there is hope. A hero will arise, named Eren. And Eren is, yeah, pretty forgettable. I'm not gonna lie, this show is really good in the way it does most of everything. I think the look of the Titans, as weird as they are fascinating to watch. I think the animation is expertly detailed. There's so much little detail in everything. They fight the Titans using these launching grappling hook things that they probably ripped off from Batman. But they look amazing. You hear all the noises. Even the textures and the things around them have detail. I mean, this show definitely a lot of work, a lot of great effort, but unfortunately in that its problems do arise, namely the main character, as I said, being very forgettable. You understand why he is the way he is, but overall I would have liked a little more context to what he was like. I mean, for the most part, all he does in this show is yell, scream, and hit shit. I mean, for God's sakes, do something, have a personality, please! Which is really sad because everyone else, especially the show's leading lady, a girl named Mikasa, has a very good personality, a very strong backstory that really puts everything together and fits the plot line perfectly to move the story forward. But there's a lot of things that hurt the story too. There's definitely a lot of pacing problems. It's like when the fighting starts. For the first couple episodes it's done very well and it feels very realistic, but then when our first major fight starts it just gets very boring. And it's still cool when stuff's happening, but it takes forever. It's kind of like you're watching like, oh my god, the humanity! Can we do something, please? I've been screaming about all the humanity for like 3 episodes now. Please, someone do something. Get eaten by a bear for all I care. But overall, I can't ignore the biggest problem with this show, which unfortunately is what actually makes it likable. It plays itself out very cinematically. Like, this show needs to be an hour long. That's what it would be to make every episode really hit with a perfect setting. But it doesn't, and you gotta judge it accordingly. I mean, overall, it does everything nice. I love the world building. I love the way the characters act. I love the way they behave, except the protagonist. But overall, I can't ignore the fact that I enjoyed the shit out of Attack on Titan. Is it a little overhyped? Yeah. Is it still worth watching? Yes. Because you know what? Attack on Titan is a solid 8 out of 10 on the fantasy adventure scale. Now there's a lot of talks, will this show get a second season or will it not? I hope it does because, well, it's cool. Leave me a comment below if you think Attack on Titan's cool or bad or other celebrities you think the Titans look like. And also click to like and click to subscribe because also I am doing a review with, what's your YouTube name again?
The Unownknight.
The Unownknight, a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiler whose link to his channel and the spoiler review we're doing can be found below. And as for next time, I'm probably going to talk about something, because why else make a video then?